Oh, there are three things that I've learned over the years. I've learned more than three things, but three things that I want to share with you here regarding this journey, this ascension journey, and this expansion of consciousness. And these three things really highlight what it takes if you are seeking lasting transformation. If you miss one of these three steps, your chances are really you're going to slide back down vibrationally to where you were when you started. I know we've all felt like we've been in a loop. We raise our vibration, we're feeling good, we're feeling high vibe, and then something happens and we drop right back down to where we start, right? And that happens over and over and over again. You may feel like you're changing, like you're transforming into that new you, and you feel good about it. Then you wake up the next day and you're back down where you started. That could be really frustrating and really, really discouraging. I've worked with so many people that have been in that pattern and just can't seem to get out of their own way and really elevate to a point where their growth sticks. Okay, and I'm talking about building a higher vibrational set point, a higher vibrational foundation that's elevated up here so that you don't keep slipping back down to where you started, right? It takes that loop and it turns it into a spiral staircase. So these three things have been a common theme over the years, not only in my journey, but in my clients' journey as well. So that first step really towards lasting transformation is making that all-important commitment to yourself. Like, how are you going to show up every day? Are you truly committed to change, or are you going to give the proverbial steering wheel to the ego and let it keep you lower vibrational simply because it's comfortable and it's safe? It's what it knows, right? Or are you going to take control back, take your power back, and make that commitment to completely shift your mindset, your way of thinking, get your energy moving, and start to really raise your vibration so that you could start to tap in to these higher vibrational frequencies? And when you do, not fall back all the way back down when you get triggered. And that's what this is all about. It takes a commitment, and the commitment is with you to be able to continue to show up each and every day for yourself. That means observing your thoughts, getting that energy moving, reconnecting with your body, and opening up to the magic that resides in these higher vibrational planes of existence, these higher frequency dimensions. Okay, that's step number one. Step number two is, are you really prepared for challenges and setbacks, right? A lot of times people want to avoid the hard stuff. And when you avoid the hard stuff, you're turning away from the dense energy that your higher self is guiding you into. This is the energy that needs to be alchemized, right? It's the energy that's been stuck in your body, that's been keeping you in a lower vibrational field, right? Vibrating slower. We need to get our energy moving so that we can vibrate faster. When we vibrate faster, we create space, and that space allows for more of your higher self to drop in, and you start to be able to experience that. But when we get triggered, oftentimes we go stick our head in the sand, or we distract ourselves. We don't want to feel the density that is making itself known in that moment, so we retreat from it. And you got to not only make that commitment to yourself, but you need to be aware that challenges, the triggers, the feeling, the density, the anxiety, the stress is all part of the journey. Okay, what you're going to learn is that as you raise your vibration and elevate your consciousness, you start to be able to look at those triggers and that dense energy from a different perspective. That's what it's all about. Can you bring newer, higher versions of you to the table when you're triggered and handle things differently? Again, that goes back to those mindset shifts, to those energy shifts. Have you alchemized some of the density? Do you have energy moving through your body in a little bit more streamlined state? Are you more allowing of what reality is presenting to you and not trying to distract yourself from it or trying to resist it. That's the second step. So the first step is making that commitment. And that second step is just know that you're going to face challenges on the journey. And it's not that you're not advancing. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's all about allowing this density to rise up through you so you can finally process it. And in order to do that, you need to stand in the same room, so to speak, with it and allow yourself to feel it. Okay? So the third step is really, it's a big one. It's seeking support and making yourself accountable, right? So when you have somebody that you can be accountable to, like a support coach or a family member or a friend, that really helps you stay on task. This process, it's an ongoing process, and it takes time to rewire your brain, to rewire your nervous system, to shift your mindset so that you're looking at life from a growth and opportunity perspective and not from a stay safe, stay small perspective, right? Identifying with those old limiting beliefs. So when you have somebody that you could be accountable to, somebody that could help you through when times get tough, that is really, truly a game changer. That just changes the whole landscape, because not only does that help you stay committed, it helps you navigate through those challenges, and it just helps support you in the overall journey. So your journey starts to look like this, right? You start to elevate. And the interesting thing is when you elevate and then you get triggered, you may drop a little bit vibrationally, but you don't drop back down to where you were. So you're establishing a new vibrational baseline or set point. You're establishing a foundation. So many people that I work with, that I coach, that's exactly what they're doing, is they are establishing a higher vibrational baseline or frequency so that they don't go back down to where they were. So they go from the loop to the staircase, right? Doesn't mean they're not going to get triggered, and it doesn't mean challenges aren't going to come up in their experience, but they realize that the challenges come up in their experience as an opportunity to create more space and allow more of their higher self to land. And that is a huge mindset shift, because then you become energized and motivated to actually connect with your body, anchor more of your higher self in here, get your energy moving, knowing that that process will release dense energy and trapped emotions, all that shadow work, inner child work, right? It's going to come up into your experience, and you are prepared to stay centered, aligned, anchored, so that you can alchemize that energy. You start to see it from a higher perspective. That's what growth is all about. And when you have somebody there with you, lockstep, helping you navigate those challenges, your trajectory goes like this. And again, your baseline vibration stays elevated, right? So we raise our vibration, we'll fall a little bit. We'll raise it even higher and we'll fall, but we won't fall to where we were, right? Because we're on an upward spiral. So those are the three key steps. And for that third one, I do want to mention here too, that it doesn't always have to be a person. It could be simple Post-it notes. It could be a reminder on your phone throughout your day for you to remember who you are, that limitless, multidimensional being. Take a few breaths throughout your day, set reminders, put Post-its around the house, put a few Post-its at work, right? So you remember to detach from that external noise, because during your day, your vibration, if you start the day meditating and your vibration's high and you go out into the day, you're going to come way back down to where you were. And by the nighttime, you're probably going to be really low vibe, right? You're going to be anxious, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be feeling all of this funky energy. But if you could take that time throughout the day and have that support, even the support of those reminders or Post-it notes, doesn't have to be a person, right? That will help you throughout your day as your vibe starts coming down, to stop here before it drops all the way down, right? Stop here and breathe. Stop here and connect inward. Detach from what's happening, all that noise in reality, and give yourself a moment to get centered, to get present, that is a true game changer. And if you do that over and over for a period of weeks, maybe the next month, your body is going to start to do it on its own. It's going to know how to calm itself. It's going to know how to shift. It's going to know how to maintain a higher vibrational set point, baseline, foundation, right? And that's what you want to do, is you want to be able to bring your body back to that well of frequency, high frequency, throughout your day, and let it take a drink of that, and it will become that. These are 3 powerful steps. If you start to implement these steps that I've presented in this video, you're going to realize over the course of the next few weeks or months that you're able to start to navigate the challenges much more effectively from a higher perspective, a higher state of consciousness, and you're not going to be dropping. Your vibration is not going to be falling into the dumps as your day goes on. You're going to stay elevated, and the next day you're going to wake up and you're just going to pick up where you left off, and you're going to continue to elevate from there. So I am putting in the description of this video a link to a new You program waitlist, which actually is going to be launched tomorrow. I'm opening it up for enrollment. I've had some people graduate from the program, so I'm opening it back up. So this is your opportunity to get on the wait list. If you're on the wait list, you're going to receive something very special. You're going to have first crack at it. So definitely, if that's something that resonates with you, if you want to have that support, if you want to have that consistency and have somebody walk you through those challenges, I would love to work with you. So go ahead and make sure you join the wait list, and you're going to receive something special in the next few days.